In the battle of the Hurtgen Forest, he crushed fear itself. Hello, this is Lessons in History. I'm Roger Weston. Welcome to my world where history repeats itself every day. We peel back the layers of history. We look at the great events, the great villains, the great disasters, and we peel back the layers of history and uncover the lessons of history. Now, in the Battle of the Hurtgen Forest in Germany, this is one of the most miserable settings you can imagine. You've got soldiers in near freezing temperatures, soaked with rain and snow, and that's the least of their concerns as they hike up steep hills torment the wounded. But the exertion seems like nothing given the other dangers that they're facing. For example, as they are hiking up these steep hills, artillery explodes in the trees and in fragments impale themselves in screaming soldiers. And they come to meshes of barbed wire set up by the Nazis. And as they try to get through these barbed wires, booby traps are detonated and men are blown up, adding to the death count. And those men who were fortunate enough to get past those barbed wires, well, it's a thick forest, and it seems like there's Nazis everywhere, and it seems like they all have machine guns because they're coming at them from all directions with machine gun fire. Men are dropping like flies. In this sort of an environment, medic Leon Kraskin had been through a lot. He had been attending to the wounded for days. And Leon Kraskin came to a clearing, and he looked out in that clearing, and he kept trying to get out there because there was a wounded man out there. But the clearings were not exactly safe places to be. They tended to be mined. And not only that, every time Kraskin tried to get out in that clearing, he was driven back by a sniper. And so finally, Kraskin had had enough. He stood up, spitting fear in the face, and he walked straight out into that clearing. Now, the sniper took a shot at him and hit him in the back of the head, driving his helmet into his head. Kraskin didn't even flinch. He didn't duck. He just walked right out there, kneeled down, attended to the wounds of this soldier. Finally, he helped him out of the clearing and back into the tree line. If you like history, you might want to check out a recent novel I wrote, The Golden Catch. Takes place on a World War II battlefield that very few people even know about because it was on American soil. Many people don't realize that a battle, one of the more amazing and shocking battles in American history, actually a couple of them, took place in the Aleutian Islands. And part of the climax of The Golden Catch, which is available on Amazon, takes place on the battlefield itself. And the history of that battle, the history plays into the plot quite a bit, as it does in some of my other novels as well. Thanks for listening. I'm Roger Weston. This is Lessons in History.